Right now, we have breaking news. We're getting new information about an Atlanta police officer who was rushed to the hospital overnight.
Atlanta News First reporter Sarah Hammond is live at Grady Memorial Hospital. Sarah, that's where that officer is being treated, and more information was released just about 30 minutes ago. What can you tell us?
That's right. Atlanta police now tell us an officer was placing a gun into evidence when that gun accidentally fired. They say a bullet hit him in the leg. This all happened about 2 o'clock this morning at the police property unit. They say units applied a tourniquet to the officer's leg, and he was then taken to Grady Memorial Hospital. And police told us earlier he is alert after undergoing surgery. They reiterate that this was an accident. And when we arrived this morning, there were still a handful of Atlanta police cars still in front of the hospital after escorting the officer's ambulance here. And police say this investigation remains ongoing. Live at Grady Memorial Hospital, I'm Sarah Hammond for Atlanta News First.